And I think it also still selects for engineers. And I think it has to do with what you've said about open-mindedness. And you need kind of what keeps you in check and what keeps a good engineer in check is reality itself. You build something, and if the bridge still stands after 100 years, you're a good engineer. If it falls down after 10 days, you're a bad engineer. And I think engineers kind of internalize that there is a base reality and you can find out how things work, and there is truth. There's truth to be found. And I think if you study Bitcoin from first principles, it becomes kind of self-evident that this thing cannot be killed. Bitcoin maximizes for survival, and you can call it decentralization because that's basically the same thing in this context. It's if it's maximally decentralized, only one node. If only one node survives the nuclear holocaust, we're still good to go. We're good to go. If we have one copy of the ledger, one copy of the source code, we're good to go. We can start where Satoshi started. And of course, the only thing that you can't copy in Bitcoin is the difficulty. So difficulty will remain high, and we will have to find some miners to crunch the numbers. But I think that's where engineers kind of have a benefit, because it's definitely possible to understand Bitcoin from the ground up, from first principles, and then you just land at the point where you understand that Bitcoin is so insanely resilient and so secure and so strong, and just this impenetrable fortress of validation, as has been said before, that there is just you will have to live with it. There is no way to outlaw it, because Bitcoin is just thought and speech. I can store 12 words in my head and I can receive Bitcoin, no problem. It's just thoughts and math. That's all it is. And it's very hard to outlaw this. And again, the law only works if you can enforce it. And so if you can't enforce it, tell me how to outlaw me having 12 words in my head.